review, we break it down. From grips to weights, we wear the crown. With each perfect shot, we'll rise, we won't fall. Welcome to the channel, the best darts of all. It's more than a game, it's our passion. Keep on dancing.
Everyone, and welcome back to Scottish Lad Darts channel. In today's review we're going to be reviewing the Target Phil the Power Taylor Generation 11 and 26g steel tip. As you can see, quite a fancy looking box. You've got your details of what you get in the box, your darts, etc. But what you actually get in the box is your barrels, your stems, your flights, and the bright red plastic Swiss point tool, which is probably the most unique thing about this box, because you don't see them in red very often, or at all really, because they only come in red with these darts. So without further ado, the latest generation, the last generation of darts that Target will bring out while Phil Taylor is playing competitive darts. So let me know your thoughts, obviously, as we go out the video. Put a wee comment or something. Obviously I'll get back to you every single time, or I'll build the comments up and reply back to them all at once. But as it stands, today we're reviewing the Target Phil Taylor Generation 11. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's crack on with the review.
Keep on dancing, let the arrows fly. We aim for the ball, Scottish lads, wisdom making our hearts full.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We have a lovely close-up look to the latest Phil the Power Taylor Target 9.5 darts. So, the Generation 11. It's very hard to believe that Phil Taylor has 11 years worth of darts from Target. But as you can see, it's a sleek barrel design with those 26mm Target Diamond Storm points, which eliminate the nose, can create a seamless barrel transition. We've got some teardrop intricate cuts, machining at the front on the nose. Adds a bit of grip, but not a lot. We have that precision milled cut round grip, which is also on the Crystal Bay Action darts. So if you prefer that grip and you want a straight barrel, take a look at them. At the back, we've got some triangular cuts. Also the black PVD coating throughout and the sandblasted feel. The G11 stem flight system and the brand new Power black and red Vapor S flights. So let's chuck two of these to the back and get it zoomed in and get you a nice close up look to the barrel itself. As you can see at the rear, if you're a rear gripper, you do happen to have those triangular cuts, which do have a bit extra grip in comparison to previous generations. We've got the precision milled cuts central, more towards the front, which is a grip level of 3 on a scale 1 to 5. The front section, again, it's not a lot of grip on it. It just feels, you know that you can feel them cut out, but it's not a lot of grip. 26mm Target Diamond Swiss points and those G11 stems, which obviously Taylor has used for a very long time now, and the black and red Vapor S stems, flights, sorry. As it stands, the Vapor S stems in this colour is surprisingly my favourite. But as you can see, the barrel detail is unreal. The precision on the cuts is fabulous. I've got them side by side here and I don't see anything visibly wrong. Well, obviously anything that sticks out is wrong on the dart. These triangular cuts on the back of the dart are actually, I'd say, the grippiest part of the dart in my opinion. A level 3, but all in all I'm going to give the entirety of the dart a level 3 grip. and let me know your favourite Target Taylor dart in the comments. But as it stands, the Generation 11 are not my favourite by any stretch, but they're still a nice looking dart. But as you can see right close up in front of you, stunning looking dart, level 3 grip, 102.95, which is a bit of a letdown unfortunately, because the prices of darts etc. is just extortionate these days. It's definitely not a dart that I would go out and spend it on. The only reason I got them is I've got all the Taylor darts from Gen 1 to Gen 11 and the Legacy Edition. But I've gave you all the necessary information. No, I haven't. I've not even given you the length for nothing yet. So the barrel length, this is a 26 gram. From here, where the point meets the barrel, to here, where the stem meets the barrel. That is 42 millimeters on the 26 gram. For the 22 gram, it's 41 millimeters, and for the 24 gram, it is also 41 millimeters. The width on the 26 gram, which these are, is 7.85 millimeters. So these are a wee bit chunkier than the 22 and the 24. The 22 gram is 7.55 millimeters, and the 24 gram is 7.65 millimeters. So the 26 gram being the widest, the longest, and obviously the heaviest you can get. That is the weight of the darts I'm reviewing. So let's get them over to the board, and we'll see how I got on with them. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I've got the Phil Taylor Generation 11. Pretty moderate level of grip. I'd say level 3 grip on a scale 1 to 5. Let's see how we got on with them. Big 20. Another big 20. On a 5. I mean, throwing these darts, it's easy when you've got a bigger flight on it, but with the actual Phil Taylor setup, it is quite difficult to do. Especially with these flights, because if your release point is off ever so slightly, they will not go where you want them to go. But we've got a steady go here, so let's do some checkouts. Try a 65. 17 leaves 48, which leaves 32. And I just ever so slightly pulled that last dart. So let's try a 79 checkout. And tops, which we just pulled unfortunately. So let's do some switching. So we'll go 2019-18, the cover shots. Nearly a treble 18 to save was there. But as it stands, of all the Target Generation darts that I've used, these aren't the worst, but certainly aren't the best either, unfortunately. But let's go again. 20, 19, up to the 18. So that was 3 pretty steady darts. So let's try and get 3 into the bill. Two into the 25. So what we're going to do now, folks, is another couple of checkouts. So let's try a 71, 69, which leaves us a bill. And we just narrowly missed out on the bill, unfortunately. But we'll keep going. Let's try a Phil Taylor grip, so those 2 fingers, and see how that works with these. And as you can see, they're lying down quite flat. Now, normally when I throw a Taylor dart, they stand to attention. So let's try it with my grip and the way I throw, and we'll see how that goes. And surprisingly, quite well. But let's try a 170 finish, and then we'll get wrapped up. Can we hit the bull? We can hit the bull. Unfortunately, the treble 20s did let me down. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, if that comes out, let's go get wrapped up. And there we have it, folks. That was my review of the Target Phil the Power Taylor Generation 11. I was going to say Generation 5. I'm about 6 years too late away for that. But the Generation 11. Now, for my grip, that rear grip section with triangles is the grippiest part of the dart. And it just works ever so well for the way I like to grip my dart. The points are too short for me personally, but they do grip in the board really, really well, as any kind of diamond point from Target does. I was quite surprised to find that the rear grip is the grippiest part of this. I mean, that middle section of grip, which should really be the main priority of the grip, just doesn't feel that aggressive. Also, you can feel it's there, but it also almost feels like a smooth dart. Now, the stems, decent stems of course, and the flights, I don't know why, but anytime I've used these previously, I'm very hit and a miss. This video was a very miss with the flights themselves, but this dart as it's outfitted here is absolutely stunning, but it's not too dissimilar to the Generation 8, 9, 10 and now these, so you have to consider your options there. If you've got the Gen 10, there's not really much difference between these and the Generation 10, unfortunately. The sandblasted effect, obviously still a big thing from Phil Taylor Target darts at the moment. It does chip so easily. I mean, I'm looking at one of the darts in the box just now, and I can already see some of the gripping marks from when I was doing the throwing section, etc. But for 102.95, you're getting the GOAT, the greatest of all times, Generation 11 darts with his preferred setup, your red Swiss point tool, and the Gen 11 box. So let me know your opinions of the Phil Taylor Generation 11 down in the comment section. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel as well, and while you're in that general direction, drop another wee comment and let me know your favourite Phil the Power Taylor dart, whether it be from Unicorn, Target, Data Dart, BW, wherever he has had a dart sponsors with from. Now, disclaimer, my favourite is Target Generation 3, from Target anyway. Unicorn obviously has to be the Phase 5 Rosso. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. Stay safe out there. And of course, keep on darting.
Keep on dancing, let the arrows fly, chasing